Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video of mine. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. My name is Maria and this channel is all about travel, fashion and my life in Switzerland. And today's video is dedicated on this topic of living in Switzerland, and I wanted to share my thoughts on living in Switzerland after three years. 3 years ago, my husband and I, we moved to Switzerland to work here. My husband got an offer for a job at the airport, so at that time we were living in Germany, so the transition was really easy for us. If you are curious, you can watch my vlog where we are moving from Germany to Switzerland. So we moved 3 years ago, and I just wanted to share some impressions of living here for 3 years. Maybe it will be helpful for some of you who are willing or considering moving to Switzerland. I will share some of the things I like about living in Switzerland and some things that I don't really enjoy and I don't like. This video is only based on my personal and my husband's experience as a foreigners here in this country. So let's begin. A little background story. Originally I come from Bulgaria. This is a country in Eastern Europe. In the last 7 years we've been living abroad with my husband. First stop was Spain, Madrid, and then we moved to Germany. There we spent 3 years. And that's my dog. And like I mentioned, 3 years ago we moved to Switzerland. Based on that, I will start actually with the cons of living in Switzerland, and this is again my personal opinion. Something I don't like about, and maybe this is the biggest issue I have, is something that really bothers me, and maybe I'm not the only one. You can tell me in the comments if you are based in Switzerland or you're raised here or whatever. But something I don't enjoy is the thing that I like to call it Big Brother is watching you. So this is the feeling that everyone, especially where you live, like the neighbors, the neighborhood, the people on the street, the society around you, it is like watching every single step of yours. They're waiting for you to make a little mistake or do something wrong so they can report you, and they really call the police or report you at the local authority, and so you will be punished. I mean, punished in a way like you need to pay a fee or something, and this really bothers me. Maybe it's also a cultural thing, but or personal, or like character, or I don't know based on what, but I am that person that I'm minding my own business, and I'm not gonna report someone like for doing something wrong. I will be upset, of course, but when I see someone like throwing something on the street, or I don't know, I'll be upset, not happy about it, but I'm not gonna call the police and report him. I don't think that it's okay. And here the society works like this. So I'll give you a simple example. We were shooting about 2 months ago, so I'm a videographer, and we were shooting a car video, car commercial, and we were in the woods. So we were driving with the 2 cars, and we really pulled over near the road, and it was a really beautiful road with trees and forest around, and there was a way which is going into the forest, a path. So there is a sign that you're not allowed to go with the car and drive into this path. So we know that, we saw the sign, but we put over like right before the sign, and we just had a quick stop so we can really discuss what we want to film. So we were waiting there, and one lady, she was really old lady, but she was like doing her morning routine, maybe she was walking, or I don't know, and she was like she was passing by us, and we were talking, discussing, and she was passing, and she stopped in front of one of the cars, and she was like looking at the number of the car just to memorize it or something, or just to make a bad facial expression, like she was annoyed that we were there with the cars, but we weren't doing something wrong. But she was really unhappy with that for no reason, and she was like looking at the number of the plate of the cars, so she could. And we thought, okay, what can she do with the numbers? She will call the police or what? Like, we are not doing anything wrong. And it is something that really bothers me, and at that particular moment it bothered us, and like it kind of ruined our mood of the shooting, just because we are young and we are with fast cars and whatever, and you're an old lady. I mean, okay, just do your walk, do your morning routine. We are not looking at you or doing something to you, right? Something else. So we are driving, so I'm a driver, my husband, so we are driving a lot, especially in Zurich. This is something that really bothers us, are the cameras on the road, like the cameras that are gonna flash you, and if you're going above the limit. And it happens a lot, not just to us, to other people. Okay, we are trying to really drive safely and to honor all the limits, the speed limits, but sometimes it's like, especially in Zurich, it's full of cameras all around you, speed cameras. So you're driving and they are put and placed like in places that you can see them, but they're near the traffic lights, changes super fast, so it can really flash you, the camera. And you are trying to be super careful, but again, it's changing, the light, it's changing so fast, and you need to be really careful, because you will pay a lot of money for the camera, the speed cameras. Also on the highway, you need to be really careful. Also, I don't know, on streets where you have speed limit of 30 or 20, you need to really hold it and really don't ever go over, because it will cost you a lot of money. But also, in the worst case, you can also go to jail, and it's for real, I'm not kidding. Like, it's super strict here, so keep that in mind. Also, if you're visiting Switzerland and if you're renting a car, just drive slowly, just don't go over the speed limit. Let's talk about the pros of living in Switzerland, and I'll talk about living in the German part of Switzerland, Zurich, and this is based on this experience of mine. First thing I want to mention is the vibe I get here. I get this feeling that everything is possible here. You can accomplish and achieve a lot here, business-wise. Again, I've lived in Spain, I lived in Germany, and this was really a struggle. But since we moved here, it was like, okay, that feeling that, okay, now is the time, now I can achieve that, and now I can do that. It's like you have the freedom, okay? And for these 3 years I've been working again for a company, but I also managed to establish my own company for video here. So it gave me, living here gave me opportunities and dreams, new dreams and new visions, how I want to really grow business-wise, and also how I can grow my social circle. Second thing I like about living here is the, and especially again Zurich area, is that location, where the basically literally the location we are based. So Zurich is really central, not only like central, it's Europe's central, so it gives you awesome opportunity to travel from Zurich, like now with the corona and so on, not that much, but still you can fly to different parts of Europe. You can fly directly to the States or different destinations on to the east. So it's a great central location. Also, let's say with the pandemic and stuff, we are not able to travel that much to fly, but still we can travel and do a small daily trips to awesome locations. For instance, you can get for 2 hours you can go to the mountains and ski, and you can go enjoy awesome views, landscapes, lakes. It's like the dream destinations that you see on Instagram. You can really get there super fast, and it's a great pro for me. Like, this is probably one of my favorite things. Okay, a couple more things, like, okay, let's say it's tree, it's super clean. I like it, I enjoy it. Like the streets outside, they're clean. And when you go to the center, it's clean. Like I mentioned, lived in Madrid, it's super dirty. Like the streets, they're smelling. No. Of course, there you have much more people living there. Here in Zurich you have like almost half a million, which is not that huge number. It's super clean and I appreciate it, and I am thankful and grateful. And another thing is the quality of life. And again, it's, you have heard it, you have read it, but for real, it's the quality is really nice. The food, it's expensive, but you get a nice quality. For instance, my brother, he was here, he's coming like twice a year here. So last summer he was here. We are getting some burgers in the city, and he was like, he made a comment that the meat inside the burgers, the meat was really good. Again, it's really expensive, I know, but all know that here in Switzerland you receive high salaries, and it's natural that you also paying a lot. The costs will be much more higher than, for instance, in Germany and or in Spain. Like I mentioned, I've lived in these countries, and it works like this. Like, you get lower salary in general. Also, the quality of life will be not that high, or the expensive, the costs that you're paying will be lower. And again, here you have higher standards, higher salaries, higher quality. Like, it makes sense, right? So I'm not complaining about the costs of the dining out or the cost of living, the rent. It's natural, like, I get it. It works like that. But still, at the end of the month, you're able to save some money and being able to, okay, look, what can I do? Can I invest in something? Can I buy something that will bring me more money, and so on and so on. So you are thinking about bigger projects, bigger things. So it's like, okay with the higher salary, the higher quality, you're also expanding your mindset, and it's a pro. Like, let's say, I like that fact about Switzerland. And to sum up, do we regret, my husband and I, do we regret moving to Switzerland? No. No. For 7 years abroad, we are happy with our lifestyle here in Switzerland, and we are grateful, thankful for all the opportunities that have come to us, also that we will experience also in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you want to know more about our life here in Switzerland, any particular topic about living here. Let me know in the comments. I have a couple of videos related to moving to Switzerland. I will put them in the description or here, you can check them out. Also follow me on Instagram, it's Mariya Marinova, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!